first Big Ten wins.
Well, one of the things they did talk about offensively for Nebraska, they want number 3, Bryce Williams. He only had 9 points last night, averages close to 19 per game. They want to get him going early.
And they tried to get it to him on a backdoor lob, but the pass hit the rim. And the starting 5 for the Bulls, presented by Outrigger Hotels. And the same 5 for Iran Ganat that opened the game last night.
What a beautiful day it was here in Hawaii. Now ready for some good hoops here tonight.
A little too breezy, if I'm going to complain just a little bit.
Who complains while they're in Hawaii?
I'm a little spoiled. Ryan Rapp.
You said it.
Game's first points. Starting 5 for Nebraska, presented by the Outrigger Hotels.
Oh, another beautiful hike. Look for some humpback whales.
Bryce Williams, a 3 in the first points for Nebraska.
They told us they want to get him involved. First 2 possessions, both sets were run for him to get looks. One was an alley-oop that if they would have thrown it right, would have been a dunk. The second one leads to a wide-open 3-point shot. Great execution and understanding they need their go-to guy to get going.
Open is Ryan Rapp, and a foul going for the rebound.
With the Huskers, and in particular this year, a bunch of new guys that they're leaning on. And the way that they have formed their chemistry, it shows out by the way they communicate on the floor, how unselfish they are.
Raleigh Wooster penetrates. And he throws it away to Cody Williams. A steal, 2-on-1 for the Rainbow Warriors. Williams the scoop.
Hawaii's got to take advantage of turnovers, and that was really poor pass by Wooster.
And then Braxton Mia the other way for Nebraska.
Great throw ahead by Bryce Williams, dumping it down to Mia, who's a great rim-to-rim runner. He's going to do all of his work 3 feet and in.
And to shoot for the Bows. Marcus Green, 3.
He was red hot last night. Great sign for Hawaii to see him get going early in this game. Being patient in their offense. Force Nebraska to defend multiple sides of the floor.
Terry K. Buchanan, John Lewis, some question if Nebraska would have him after he turned his ankle late in the game last night against Murray State, but he makes the start for Fred Hoiberg today, and now with the offensive rebound. And the former UCLA Bruin trying to slither along the baseline, but it's ripped down by Gitas Namiksha for Hawaii.
Partner, how much fun is this?
Good energy, great atmosphere.
You just think about it. I mean, these 2 teams are 40 minutes away at the start of this thing from an opportunity to play for a championship. You have very limited opportunities over the course of your schedule to be called a champion.
Corner 3 short from Gitas Namiksha. And the rebound falls to Nebraska, and here comes Raleigh Wooster.
Now, how often do you get big power conference opponents on this floor? We saw it earlier this year when North Carolina stopped over on their way to Maui. But another opportunity here for Hawaii with Nebraska, a Big Ten opponent playing in their building.
The pull-up. Bryce Williams can't convert. Here comes Hawaii. It's usually just in this event each year they'll have a team like in Nebraska, where they have an opportunity for a big win. Last year they couldn't get it done against Georgia Tech on their home floor in this semifinal matchup against the Yellow Jackets and the Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic. As Gitas Namiksha way off on that 3.
This is the 7th time they played in the semifinals of this year, this tournament, 15th year in existence.
And they've been to the championship game just once.
And what happened when they got there? They won it.
The Christmas Miracle a couple of years ago against SMU. Raleigh Wooster across the key. Rattles out. Tanner Christensen clears for the Rainbow Warriors.
Both teams off to a sluggish start. Nebraska's missed their last 5 shots. Neither team has scored in over 2 minutes.
Marcus Green, 3. Second 3 for Green. Last year, he was a leading scorer for Houston Christian, average over 15 a game.
Coming off a great game last night. and heeding the advice of the coaches to let it rip from beyond the arc.
And the runner, Bryce Williams, comes up empty, and it's tracked down by Marcus Green. Trapped in the corner, and here come the Bows. Ryan Rapp weaving his way in.
How crafty was that?
Hawaii.
That was really crafty. I mean, because you'd think him the kick out to the corner. He made the defense react to that look and then scooped underneath.
8-0 run. Berke Buktunjel. And the rebound kept alive by Braxton Mia for the Huskers.
Those are the little things that Mia gets that extra possession. Usually good things happen. And wow, how about going to reverse side there?
When you're 7'1", you have that reach.
I'm not 7'1".
I'm just assuming.
Stand on my shoulders, Roxy. Let's figure that out. Good ball movement. Green's open. They missed him.
Ketis Namiksha, and a foul will get him to the line. It's Xavier, and he goes 1 for 2 from the line, and Andrew Morgan pulls down the rebound for Nebraska. And Morgan was terrific last night against Murray State.
Yeah, he was the player of the game. He just changed it. A double-double, great at both ends of the floor. Great pass right there.
And at the rim, the foul on Ketis Namiksha will send Juwan Gary to the...
Can really go.
He had 5 threes in the win last night, led Nebraska with 15 points. And the Hawaii lead is 4 after a couple of free throws from Juwan Gary. Pull up, and Marcus Green denied by Juwan Gary.
Energy and effort. A good job rotating over. One of the things, though, that if you notice on defense completely, allows Nebraska to really load to the ball. Look where everybody is defensively.
5 to shoot. Tom Beattie. The 1-foot floater by Beattie, the sophomore from New Zealand.
Finally got it all the way to the left-hand side, forced a little bit of longer closeout. Good job by Beattie to step underneath it, and good recognition, especially late in the shot clock.
Tough fall away. Bryce Williams, last touch by Andrew. Warriors, year 10 as the University of Hawaii coach for Eran Ganot, who has the best winning percentage in Hawaii history.
And also the best collection of Hawaiian shirts. Should come to no surprise that out of all the coaches in attendance at this event, he has the most and the best looking.
Although I gotta say, Kyle Smith won the Aloha shirt competition last year with Washington State being here. Now, of course, he's at Stanford. And the 3 missed by Tom Beattie. Akira Jacobs fouled on a putback as the 6'10" sophomore senior national team. But what an experience it was for Akira Jacobs going to the Olympics.
I mean, I just hope to go to the Olympics to watch. He was there to play. I mean, just incredible. You think about what you learn and what you see. And when you play at the international, this is an international game. So many players come from abroad to play in the United States, even at the collegiate level. It only can help you.
Well, 8 different countries represented on this Hawaii roster is Andrew Morgan to miss. And here comes the freshman Aaron Hunkin-Clater for the Rainbow Warriors.
Palm did a great job of just walling up defensively and staying between him and the basket.
And now, unfortunately,
40.
Oh, talk about easier investing.
Slay the season with Hisense 100-inch TVs, up to 40% off. Get a slam dunk deal this holiday season. You're gonna need a bigger Christmas tree. Win the holidays with Hisense.
From tried and true to try something new. So many ways to save. Life ready, wallet happy. That's 365 by Whole Foods Market.
Hawaii ranks 18th in the country in rebound margin per game. Akira Jacobs spins out a 3, and the rebound grabbed by Juwan Gary. Here comes Nebraska. Juwan Gary, 3.
Just the 4th made shot in the game for Nebraska. They were 1 for their last 11 prior to that one.
Gary got off to a terrific start last night, set the tone early for Nebraska in their win against Murray State. Akira Jacobs spots up. Three!
You know what I love about that is he missed the one on the previous possession that was a really good look that just rimmed out, and comes right back on the next possession, and on the catch did not hesitate one bit.
Connor Essegian skips to the bucket. First points for Essegian tonight. 6-point lead for Hawaii. Pass broken up in the hands, and the steal. Connor Essegian for Nebraska.
That was a really tough entry pass, and one that should not have been thrown.
Trail three. Connor Essegian misfires, and the rebound, Akira Jacobs.
He's playing well. And he's active at both ends. He got offensive rebound, defensive rebound. He's hit a three already.
His length is a problem for Nebraska.
It's a problem because of where he plays, right? Out on the wing and the perimeter is where he's
6'10".
most comfortable at 6'10". There's not many guys that are 6'10" that can play as well as he can on the outside.
What a terrific defensive play by...
Played so hard that if you weren't playing hard, you got exposed when you went to film.
3 on the shot clock. Gitas Namiksha. And the rebound, Connor Essegian for Nebraska.
Good job in defensive transition by Hawaii. They've only allowed one run out so far for Nebraska. Doing a good job playing position defense without fouling. That's been a big problem for them this year at times.
Raleigh Wooster. And it's grabbed by Cody Williams. Hawaii in transition. Akira Jacobs to the bucket.
Very impressed with Hawaii early in this game.
Sam Hoiberg on the drive, and a foul committed by Hawaii.
At the start of this game. Worth noting, again, Nebraska gave up only 14 points in 20 minutes versus Murray State last night.
Berke Buchtunjel missed everything on a three. Just like Nebraska, Hawaii was dominant for the outset last night in their convincing win over Charlotte.
And rare for them to go to, you mentioned this last night, rare for them to go to the break with the lead the way that they did. And the coaching staff said that was one of the things that pleased them most, is the most complete game maybe they've played all season.
Gitas Namiksha. And the weak side rebound, Raleigh Wooster. Here comes Nebraska.
I want to see Connor Essegian get a shot here. Get his feet set from beyond the arc. He's on the baseline working his way back up.
Sam Hoiberg underneath. Raleigh Wooster the kick. Hoiberg short on the three, and the rebound tip free. And a
very classy look. Like if you look at the one on the right, like to me that says good night, a good shirt out at Duke's or Orchard here, Orchids here. You've been to Orchids?
I have been there. Outstanding.
Phenomenal.
Shot clock down to 5. Braxton Mia bangs his way in. And he gets the roll as he beats the shot clock.
How about Dave's Ice Cream?
I've been to Dave's Ice Cream.
All right.
Come on. I've been just about everywhere here.
I haven't, but I have now.
And a 3 off the mark for Marcus Green. 1 and done. Here comes Raleigh Wooster. He looks to attack. Bryce Williams fires. 3!
Boy, they needed that. Yeah, he'd been on the bench. He comes right back in the game. Hits his second three-pointer of the game. He's now up to 6 points.
And the Rainbow Warrior lead is down to 3. Inside 10 on the shot clock.
Good skip.
Ryan Rapp launching. And the long rebound, Raleigh Wooster for Nebraska. Wooster pushes. to the bucket. Riley Wooster makes it a one-point game. 7-0.
I feel
That's
like
strong.
I feel like I went with a
Strong to quite strong.
coral type shirt today. I don't have the extensive collection. I haven't done this tournament 13 straight years like you have.
I got a little more of the floral thing going on. Look out. Cody Williams using his athleticism, his 47-inch vert over there in the corner. Marcus Green and Braxton Mia changed his shot, and he's a different defensive player in Nebraska. He was a shot blocker at Washington, but he's not really blocking shots for Fred Hoiberg. They're not necessarily asking him to do it, but he's changing shots like he just did.
Their pressure a little bit more. And by extending out their pressure, they're forcing Hawaii to run their offense a little bit further out. They're not getting as many clean looks, and then they're forcing them to drive into length.
Now Bryce Williams a steal. Nebraska looking for the lead. And
Most of those misses, as I talked about, has been when Nebraska has started to impose its will at this end of the floor. Their willingness to stay attached to Green. Look how far out they're going to defend him. They weren't defending him out there early in this game, and that's why he knocked down 2 threes.
the deflection, Ryan Rapp chases it down.
And now only 14 on the shot clock. You've got to really get in your action quick.
Edis Namiksha to Ryan Rapp. Rattles out the three. Berke Buktunjel, the rebound for Nebraska. Raleigh Wooster. And the offensive rebound by Buktunjel, and a fresh 20 for the Huskers. Berke lines up the three. And a foul going for the rebound. We'll
see the advantage come in on the rebound. They were -3, now they're +2.
Ryan Rapp got his hands in there for a steal. 3-on-1 for the Bows. Tom Beatty pops out of the rebound. Jawan Gary for Nebraska.
It's been over 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes since Hawaii scored.
Jawan Gary gives Nebraska the lead. Second three for Gary, and a 10-0 run for the Cornhuskers. Marcus Green launches. In and out on the three, and the rebound, Braxton Mia for Nebraska. And it's one shot and out, too. Hawaii just 1 for their last 10. 10 straight points for the Cornhuskers.
Bryce Williams feels like he can post up here.
And a foul will get him to the line.
Great decision. You had to work with. You're looking and say, okay, 4-point lead, Sean, they take over this game. But it's a 13-2 run, a 14-2 run right now for Nebraska.
Inside. Tanner Christensen comes up empty, and Berke Buktunjel the rebound. The frustrations continuing for the Rainbow Warriors. Raleigh Wooster lines it up. And the rebound, there's Edis Namiksha for Hawaii.
And Edis has yet to make a field goal in this game. And you talked about coming off the career high last night. And that's a guy that could get going for Hawaii.
He has just 1 point so far in this one. Out of the double team. Edis Namiksha. And the rebound, Raleigh Wooster for Nebraska.
Now 0 for 5.
Hawaii beat Charlotte last night. Nebraska the win over Murray State in the quarters.
He's going to work right here.
And he traveled. 6th Nebraska turnover.
If you're Hawaii, you've gone through this extended drought of over 7 minutes without a single point. and you're still very much so in this game.
Tom Beatty denied at the rim. He tried to attack on the baseline, went in amongst the trees, and Nebraska turned him away.
I do like the aggressive nature, though, of attacking. I think Hawaii's been put back on their heels, and they need to get back on their toes.
Hop back in. Bryce Williams, 3.
Third of the game. But you understand, like, they're allowing Nebraska to dictate what they do offensively right now for Hawaii, instead of Hawaii dictating here.
And the rebound grab by Harry Ruliadeff for the Bows. Wasn't that long ago that Hawaii was up 8 points. Nice find. Ryan Rapp, and that ends the drought. Harry Ruliadeff to lay in.
Now you just want to stop if you're Hawaii. Look, if you can give up a 15, I don't think defensively they have to make that many adjustments. Nebraska's shooting 36%. But offensively, they've got to figure out a way to shrink that defense, collapse them, and find open shooters on the outside. Just 3 of 15 from 3 for Hawaii. Almost a travel.
Raleigh Wooster, shot clock rolling down. Tough challenge 3, and a shot clock violation. It did not hit them.
With 6.7 seconds to get something. It's got to go quick.
And a take foul by Sam Hoiberg as Nebraska. There he is. 3! Beat the horn! An 8-point lead, then the 15-0 run by the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And neither team shot it great in the first half.
Talking to the Hawaii staff as they walked back out on the floor, they felt like their ball movement has to be quicker. You have to eliminate the skip pass looking for the home run immediately, and instead make that quick pass and let that guy make the next quick pass.
Free throws and we're tied.
Extended pressure from Hawaii. Defensively, Hawaii did a lot of really good things in the first half. They held Nebraska to 36% shooting.
And a steal. Cody Williams, home free. Bows reclaim the lead.
A 7-0 run dating back to that final 3-point shot in the first half.
Nice find. Braxton Mia, the pass to a cutting Bryce Williams.
We talked off the top, this game was going to be a lot more competitive than both their opening round matchups, where they really dominated both teams and were able to execute the way they wanted to. This game is going to be about mentally tough. Night 2, playing back-to-back games. Can you make the adjustments on the fly?
Deflection. Raleigh Wooster got his hand on it. Mia on the block. Braxton Mia. And Juwan Guerra in the offensive glass, and a foul against Hawaii, and it's on Gitas.
Bottom.
Doesn't mean when your family's around, you're still going to get them.
That's true.
Braxton Mia, the offensive rebound, and a fresh 20 for Nebraska. Bryce Williams fires. 3!
And that's Braxton Mia again. Hey, look, Bryce Williams gets the 3, but that 3 doesn't happen if Mia doesn't get on the offensive glass. Little things help you win games.
Bryce Williams 4 for 5 outside the arc, and the errant pass as Gitas Namiksha threw it away.
Some sloppy passing. For all the talk at halftime about being crisp and quicker with the passes, they have not been early in this second half. And take that 4-point lead and watch it go away real quick, because Nebraska's coming right back at you.
First points of the night for Berke Buchtengel. And a 7-0 Nebraska run after Hawaii took the lead.
They got to cut and move off that.
Cody Williams elevates.
Good pass out of the double team, finds Cody Williams, and he just attacks on a straight line drive. This is a matchup problem for Hawaii.
Bryce Williams turns middle. 18 for Bryce Williams.
hands, you can't stand and watch. That allows the defense to really load to the ball. And right now, if you're Marcus Green, like, you have to also understand, they're coming after you. And if you're Cody Williams and you look at the shot clock and you're a point guard and it's under 5, you can't be passing it out from the block after you over-dribble into the teeth of the defense. That was not a good possession for Hawaii.
Juwan Gary. And the rebound tip free, and Tanner Christensen has it for the Rainbow Warriors.
Here's one thing that's really interesting about Nebraska tonight. Last night, their bench, outstanding. Besiegin and Morgan combined for 27 points. They only have 2 points off their bench so far. And we're here 5 minutes in, or 4 minutes in here in the second half.
And the same for Hawaii, although Jacobs has 7 off the bench. But they're a team that gets a lot of production from their reserves. Instead, I don't think the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors players will like it, but
Ron Goodell,
you're dead on.
Because he's going to sit there and say, that's what we talked about this at halftime. You want to dribble the ball against Nebraska? Cool, because that's what they're going to end up doing. They're going to force you to take contested shots. They do an excellent job of staying between you and the basket. If you want to break them down defensively, you've got to force 2 to guard the ball.
And Cody Williams just dribbled
for Hawaii. Tough to beat a good team like Nebraska when you're not even getting shot attempts up. Credit to Nebraska. They came out after giving up that 3-point shot at the buzzer to make it a 2-point game. They gave up the lead to start the second half, and then they have responded ever since then.
On the shot clock, and a travel on Bear. 9 times all time. All 9 have been here in Honolulu. And Hawaii has won 7 of the 9 meetings with Nebraska, including the last one in the 2014 quarters of the Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic. The shot clock winding down. Akira Jacobs launches. Had a good look, and the rebound, Bryce Williams. Here comes Nebraska.
How many times has the ball touched the paint on that possession? Any dribble penetration off the 3-point line? The answer is none and no.
Offensive foul. It does affect the shots, though. You know, if you get the ball with a high arc.
Now you got 2. Now you got to whip it out of there quick. You allow them to recover.
Leaving it short, but a foul as Harry Ruliadeff gets in a line for Harry Ruliadeff, and the Bows are back within 3.
Just found out Jerry Weinstein, who's packaged this whole tournament, said dinner on him and highs tonight. Let's go, boys. Cameramen too.
I think Jerry's screaming at his television. Juwan Gary, he gets the roll for Nebraska. He's got 10, and a lead back to 5 for the Huskers. Last touch by Bryce.
Drawing 2, and they're staying on the strong side of the court. That's shrinking the court and not giving them space to operate.
Tom Beatty off the window.
That happened, though, because of the great pass that was made to Rapp. Rapp screened and short rolled. That pass and the quick kick out off of that pass led to the driving lane.
They run the double at Andrew Morgan. He finds Juwan Gary.
Gary moves so well without the ball. Beautiful read on the double team, finding space, and Morgan finding him.
Ryan Rapp pulls his way inside the tip. Harry Ruliadeff for Hawaii. 6 off the bench for Ruliadeff. Step back. 3. Juwan Gary.
Man, somehow, some way, number 4 gets it done. Defensively, offensively, he's just in the right spot all the time.
Largest lead of the second half for Nebraska. They led by as many as 7 in the first half. Ryan Rapp. Down low. And a foul will get Harry Rouliadeff to the line for the Rainbow Warriors.
People know people on this island, I promise you that.
Offensive rebound and Kira Jacobs off the miss. He'll get Aron Ganat to send a car for him.
I'll go pick him up. Are you kidding me? By the way, I texted my wife and said, what's this maitre d' thing that Roxy's talking about? She goes, I don't know. We were at Cheeseburger at Paradise watching the game on the TV as we were having... I like Hawaii, just trying to change things up a little bit. Sometimes when you up your pressure at the defensive end of the floor, it gives you more life, more energy that carries over to the offensive end.
Here's Juwan Gary, spinning, and Gary again for Nebraska. He is really asserting himself.
He's talking to himself, coming back down the floor. He is a leader on this team. Now, Bryce Williams gets a lot of the attention, but Juwan Gary just every bit as important to what the Cornhuskers have to do this season.
Probably not the smartest decision to challenge Braxton Mia.
And they don't need a lot from him. They just need him to be efficient and take up space, in particular at the defensive end of the floor. A couple offensive rebounds that have led to kickouts.
Raleigh Woos to the strip, and that's a shot clock violation.
Do we value the possession? And you've had 2 shot clock violations here in the second half where there has been not a complete lack of awareness from Hawaii.
The strip by Tom Beatty. Raleigh Worcester got it back. And that's a shot clock violation. No, he did get the shot.
And Hanukkah, same night. The Festival of Lights.
First night is Christmas night this year. It just happens to line up like that this year.
I looked. I was working with you. I wanted to make sure that I was aware.
Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Kira Jacobs has it stripped. The hands of Sam Hoiberg knocked it away.
He got that strip because he drove in there thinking to pass instead of driving in there thinking to score.
Bryce Williams pivoting. Williams and 1.
Don't have to tell him when he drives into the paint. Bryce, too, have been outstanding at the offensive end for Nebraska. We started the game, and I told you the coaching staff said Bryce Williams needs to get going. When a coach tells you that they need to get a guy going, trust me, they're going to find a way to run stuff for him. And Fred Hoiberg is as good as any coach in the country identifying matchups and how to create scoring opportunities for his best scorer.
Marcus Green lost the handle right to Braxton Mia. Williams going to work again. And Nebraska behind. Williams and Gary just taking this game over.
The patience, though, of Bryce Williams, not just shooting the three-point shot. It's allowing
67% from the floor in the second half. Hawaii's shooting 50% from the field in the second half, but the problem is we played over 11 minutes. They've taken just 8 shots from the floor here in the second half. Turnovers have been a huge problem.
They have as many turnovers as they have shot attempts. That's not a ratio you want to have.
No. And another bad ratio is a foul on Braxton Mia. The Rainbow Warriors,
they wanted to disrupt the fluidity of the offense. They didn't want the ball to move as freely as it has. They've done that. Check mark for Nebraska. They want to get Bryce Williams going. Check mark for Nebraska.
Cody Williams attacks and finishes.
That's a good, strong move. He's been aggressive when he's attacked the hoop. When he had that shot clock violation, and I talked about it, I thought that's what he was going to do. That's what he should have done.
And now he's got the assignment of Bryce Williams.
The more I watch this Nebraska team, the more I like them.
And Bryce Williams again, 25 for Williams.
I like this team. I like the way they compete. I like the way they stay with Coach Hoiberg and this coaching staff and execute the way that they need to.
And it seems that everybody understands and knows their role on this team. Ryan Rapp for the Bows.
You know, last night they were able to win without Bryce Williams playing well. Tonight, they're winning right now with almost no production off their bench.
Raleigh Wooster lays it in.
If you're Hawaii, you want to get back in this game, what you have to do is figure out how to get stops to the defensive end of the floor. Nebraska is 12 of 17 shooting here in the second half, 71%. You talk about their efficiency in that Indiana game. They're putting on a clinic offensively right now.
Ryan Rapp for the Rainbow Warriors. Back to a 9-point Nebraska lead. But it's this end of the floor. Hawaii just cannot get stops.
Well, this is the matchup they want. He's going to go at him. He's got the size advantage here.
And the miss, Ryan Rapp the rebound, and Braxton Mia is slow to head back the other way. Akira Jacobs, 3! I think the entire Eastern Seaboard will be dialed in.
Okay, well then maybe we should keep it Eastern time.
Well, we do have two teams that are in the Eastern time zone, so that would be the attraction for everybody out east. Still to come, Murray State and Charlotte to wrap up day 2.
It's Christmas Eve.
Berke, Yuktunjel, spins. And the tip from the weak side, Jawan Gary.
That's an own goal, though. I don't even know if Gary touched it. They'll give it to him
for it.
I would have done that, too. I would have just raised my hand up right away and been like, that was me. Even if I was at the 3-point line, I would have called that one.
Did you ever do that?
No. But I would have. Good ball movement there. You got to shoot that shot.
Tom Beatty, and a foul will get Tanner Christensen to the line with 5:30. He's going, now he's mad at you because you brought it up. I was just stating a fact, and he was sticking it to me that I stated that he was a 56% foul shooter. Then he proceeded the last time. Dan Wolf is by himself. Sam Hoiberg delaying, the coach's son.
It's like watching the movie Top Gun. I hit the brakes and it'll fly right by because Hoiberg caught the ball and he was, boom, gone.
To shoot for the Bows. Cody Williams penetrates and denied. Jawan Gary.
Open for Jacobs 3. But that's not on Williams altogether. That pass was.
And now a steal. Bryce Williams leads the break. Jawan Gary. 21 for Gary, a season best. His career high is 22 against Minnesota.
7 of 9 shooting, too.
That's efficiency.
This defense just keeps you at bay.
Cody Williams, the scoop.
They did everything right. They forced him into operating in the last third of the shot clock. That's what Nebraska does on a consistent basis. The last 2 nights, they force you to run your stuff late into the shot clock and then have to execute.
Raleigh Wooster short on the 3 and the rebound. There's Bryce Williams on it for Nebraska.
Bryce Williams going to work. He asked for the clear out.
Berke Buktunjel. Raleigh Wooster, the offensive rebound, then missed the putback. Ryan Rapp clears for the Bows. Does Hawaii have a run in them? Akira Jacobs in and out. And Ryan Rapp saves it right to Berke Buktingel.
They look to get a little horn set, and what that means, they're going to come up and you got either option to come off the screen. They're going to receive the on-ball screen. They're trying to get Bryce Williams downhill, and he draws the foul.
First up. The championship game, Christmas night. And the errant pass. And a steal, Ryan Rapp races up the floor. That is it knocked away. And
they still get the possession, but you're not getting the easy transition look.
Ryan Rapp the miss. Raleigh Wooster the rebound for the Huskers. Dominant performance from Bryce Williams and Juwan Gary in this semifinal matchup. As Williams turns the corner, two more, and to the line, a chance for three. Bryce
here in the second half, make it 17.
It remains perfect at the line, 4 for 4. And it's the largest lead of this semifinal matchup for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And another.
They have 11 here in the second half.
And this is a team that usually takes outstanding care of the ball.
And so you asked, then what's the difference tonight, right? I mean, the difference tonight is Nebraska and how committed they've been this season to showing some toughness, great connectivity, and communication at the defensive end.
It is Namiksha the rebound. Final 90 seconds and a timeout for the Bows. Leaves a run. USC Washington in the Big Ten. I know we have to get used to it because it's.
I will say never.
Reality now?
Well, no, I'll say never. I'm never going to get used to it. I played in the Pac. So when you play in a conference and you're used to those traditional regional rivalries, we've lost it. So I'll never get used to it. You accept it, but you're not going to get used to it.
And three former Pac-12 guys with Raleigh Wooster played at Utah. Berke Buktingel.
Did you follow all of that?
Ryan Rapp the foul. As everybody's hit.
After that top tier, those top 3 or 4 teams, Nebraska's going to figure their way into that grouping of teams that are going to fight it out from year in and year out. They're usually the teams that have an identity of wanting to defend, some toughness and some grit to them. And we've seen that from Nebraska, not just here in Honolulu, in particular in that game against Indiana. Game against Michigan State, not so much.
And now 30 for Bryce Williams, tying a season high, which he had in that win against Indiana. Way off on the 3, Marcus Green. But he tracks it down. Now the pull up, and Green the jumper. Timeout Bows.
Only by 12 with 44 seconds left. And Namiksha has not made a shot this entire game.
And he just picked. Williams is tied a career high. 32 points. He had 32 when he played for Charlotte in a game against UAB. And a tremendous performance by not just Bryce Williams, but also by Juwan Gary, I should say. Really adept.
And that's with only 4 points off the bench tonight for Nebraska. And they usually have great production off the bench.
2 from Connor Esigian, 2 from Sam Hoiberg. That's it. And now they'll just run out the clock. And Nebraska will make it 3 straight wins. They'll go to 9-2, and they will play Oregon State for the championship of the 15th annual Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic on Christmas night. And the final score of this semifinal matchup, the Huskers 69.